APTs, or the Advanced Persistent Threat, perhaps one of the most hype-worthy buzzwords of the moment, used to describe just about any cybercrime campaign that moves. But despite all the news coverage, an astonishingly large number of people really don't know what it is. It's being used to describe particular pieces of malware and hacking techniques, and is often associated with this idea of nation-states going after one another. It's actually a lot simpler than that. APTs are all about the behaviour of the attacker. It's not necessarily about high-end zero-day attacks or nation-states attacking you. It's simply this trait that the attacker is prepared to be patient and slowly penetrate your network. I actually often like to call them adequate persistent threats. So let me show you an example of what an APT might look like and the kinds of behaviours you might see using some readily available penetration testing software. So what we're going to do on my victim machine is we're going to access a vulnerable web page. Okay, here we go. Now we can see here this tool is delivering an exploit that's going to provide us with backdoor access to the computer. So we're now going to connect to the computer and escalate ourselves to be administrators. Now an APT attacker is going to be very persistent and slow. They're not going to rush to go for the data. They may be sitting here for an extended period of time. There are lots of things that this utility can do. For example, turning on the webcam or capturing data. We could, for example, capture usernames and passwords from the system and use it to jump off to other points in the network. You may see an APT attacker going after someone like the secretary in the organization or the HR team that frequently open CVs and other files that may be exploitable, before slowly moving to the CEO that holds valuable data. The high-level message for me about APTs is not to panic. They're not unblockable superviruses. They very often use simple techniques that with good security awareness can be prevented. In terms of a control strategy, you want to build up layers of defense, a bit like having multiple nets. The more you put on top of each other, the smaller the holes are through which the attackers can get in and through which the attackers can get out. Using a simple to manage security solution like the Sophos UTM makes it easy to deploy more security controls at more points of your organization, which makes it much more likely you'll pick up an attacker of this kind.